What is up everyone, it is SAIYANS here, welcoming you back to another video. Today, we're going to be doing the 4th episode of the series, What If Goku Remembered the Saiyans? If you end up liking today's video, then please consider subscribing. It is free, and you can always unsubscribe later. Also, if you want to join my Discord server, then there's a link to that in the description of the video. You can talk to me and my community, grind for roles, hang out, and if you put your art in the art text channel and 10 people react with a star, it will get featured at the end of a video. Also, if you want to support me and the channel, then you can become a channel member. There's a link in the description of the video to become one. There are multiple tiers, and each of them give you more and more perks. If you guys enjoy this part and want to see other parts of this series, then get this video to 500 likes, and with all of that out of the way, let's get into the 4th episode of What If Goku Remembered the Saiyans? Goku, Krillin and Bulma all arrive on Namek at the same time the original group does in canon. With Goku having a training partner, he would get greater gains than his canon self. However, since he is already stronger and would have to use lower levels of gravity while training with Krillin, I will just give him the same boost he gets in canon. So when Goku arrives on Namek, he has a base power level of 218,295, while Krillin has a base power level of 10,620. Goku replaces Gohan for the events of Namek, meaning he is the one who saves Dende and only doesn't begin a fight with Frieza because reviving his son is more important. He can tell Frieza isn't at full power and he doesn't know that is actually Frieza. Remember, Goku knows Frieza destroyed Planet Vegeta thanks to Shenron telling him, so if he knew that was Frieza, he would have attacked him regardless. So the events of Namek continue as per normal, with Goku getting his potential unlocked instead of Gohan, boosting his base power level to over 2.1 million. And that level will only continue to grow, as more of his potential is unlocked. Goku then leaves the Grand Elder Guru's house with a Dragon Ball, and he's confronted by Vegeta, who also has a Dragon Ball. A drop of sweat rolls down the Saiyan Prince's face, as him and Goku stare at each other dead in the eyes. Goku grits his teeth at the sight of Vegeta, one of the two Saiyans who invaded his planet and killed his son. And to make it even worse, they then killed Piccolo, making the Dragon Balls inactive and preventing him from reviving Gohan. Goku's anger boils to the surface, no longer being able to suppress his power as his ki rises tremendously. Vegeta looks in fear. He is still only learning to sense ki, however even with his limited knowledge, he can tell Goku is leagues above him in terms of power. Goku glares at Vegeta, telling the Saiyan Elite that he will regret stepping foot on this planet after what he did. Vegeta begins to panic, knowing he is clearly outmatched and he knows if he tries to fly away, Goku would easily catch him. Goku begins to slowly walk towards Vegeta. A ball of ki in Goku's hand gets larger and larger as he does. Goku then reaches Vegeta, saying this time he won't let him get away. But as he outstretches his hand to end the prince once and for all, both Goku and Vegeta sense 5 strong power levels in the planet's atmosphere, and the two look up into the sky, Vegeta knowing all too well who those 5 strong powers are. The Ginyu Force. Goku glares at Vegeta once again, saying that the prince has escaped death once again. Vegeta looks confused, but Goku simply tells Vegeta to use his head. All the 3 Force Scouters were destroyed, which is how they've been going unnoticed this entire time. However, if Frieza requested more of his forces, it would only be logical that Frieza would request that they bring replacement Scouters. And since his power far surpasses the Emperor, he will head straight towards them, meaning Vegeta will have the luxury of fighting the Ginyu Force while he deals with Frieza. He didn't realise who it was before, but he does now know that person he encountered before was Frieza, and he will now do what his father never could: avenge the Saiyan race. Vegeta looks shocked. How was the low class Saiyan not just strong, but also intelligent? Not even he could have deduced all that. But it doesn't matter. He knows Goku is right, and they are wasting time. Vegeta tells Goku that Frieza has a transformation which may even surpass Goku in strength, so they should wish for himself to be immortal. That way, he can take on Frieza and finally end him once and for all. Goku turns to the prince, Vegeta instantly getting the message and backing down. However, just as he does, Frieza, along with the Ginyu Force, arrive. And just after they do, so does Krillin and Dende. Krillin being much stronger than his canon self and ready to help in the fight against the Ginyu Force. Frieza takes a step forward, laughing as he says he is impressed. The monkeys really have grown quite strong now, haven't they? It is a good thing he wiped out their race when he did. otherwise they could have become most annoying. Goku grits his teeth, saying it is time he finished what his father started, and before Frieza can question this, he is kicked in the jaw by Goku and sent flying. Goku chasing in hot pursuit, while Krillin and Vegeta begin to fight the Ginyu Force. Frieza gets enraged. How dare that monkey attack him in such an uncivilized way? And as Goku finally reaches Frieza, he transforms into his final form, knocking the Saiyan back and leaving him in awe. Frieza has now regained his composure, saying that if the monkey decides to kneel, then he may consider letting him join his army. Being his personal little monkey, of course. However, Goku simply smirks, saying if Frieza really thinks he will just give up, then he has another thing coming. He is a proud Saiyan warrior who fights to ease the souls of those Frieza mercilessly killed. He is Kakarot, the son of Bardock, and he will make Frieza atone for his sins. Frieza chuckles, saying he will only need a half of his power, if that is really all the monkey has to offer. But Goku can't help but smile, as he says he is just warming up. Battle between Kaioken x 20 Goku and Frieza then commences. Goku's potential unlock reaching its peak, and this is where things could get crazy. You see, Gohan's potential unlock boosting cannon peaked at a bit over 133 times his original power, while Krillin's peaked at a bit over 42 times. And Goku should get a boost somewhere in the middle of the two, meaning Goku should get a boost of 91 times. Meaning Goku's base power level peaks at over 19.1 million. So Goku powers down from Kaioken x 20 to only Kaioken x 10, and he begins to face Frieza, beating the Space Emperor with ease. And even when Frieza goes full power, he still can't even compete with Goku in Kaioken x 10, since that puts Goku at a staggering power level at over 190 million. While the battle between Goku and Frieza rages on, Krillin and Vegeta continue to combat the Ginyu Force. Krillin's potential unlock peaking, and Krillin having a base power level of over 460,000. So while Vegeta sits on the sidelines injured, Krillin easily takes on the entire Ginyu Force at the same time. And this leads to Captain Ginyu attempting to steal Krillin's body. However, out of nowhere, the lifeless body of Frieza is thrown in the way of the body swap. Goku then firing a single blast that wipes out both Frieza and the Ginyu Force in one foul swoop. Goku then walks over to the injured Vegeta on the ground, and he readies himself to finally kill the prince. However, Krillin grabs his arm, telling Goku to let Vegeta live. Goku thinks for a moment, however he still resolves to end Vegeta once and for all, but as he outstretches his hand, he hears a very familiar voice. It is Gohan from King Kai's planet, and just like Krillin, he tells his father to spare Vegeta's life. Goku tears up after hearing his son's voice, remembering why they came to Namek in the first place, and he tells Krillin to quickly grab all the Dragon Balls and bring them to their current location. Goku then looks to Dende, reluctantly telling the Namekian to heal Vegeta. Dende looking worried and asking Goku if he is sure, and Goku nods, telling the boy that if Vegeta tries anything, he will erase him on the spot. He won't hesitate. The child Namekian then fearfully nods as he heals Vegeta, Vegeta standing up as Krillin arrives with all the Dragon Balls. Dende then summons Porunga and asks what they want to wish for. Goku first wishing for Piccolo to be revived in order for the Earth's Dragon Balls to be active, and he then wishes for his son Gohan to be revived as well. With the final wish, Goku wants to wish for everyone on Namek killed by Frieza's forces to be revived. However, Dende says that Porunga can't revive multiple people at once. Goku would then tell Dende to ask Porunga if he has the capability to revive the Saiyans known as Bardock and Gine. Dende doing so, and Porunga stating it is within his power. However, it would take 2 wishes to grant. Goku smiles, now knowing there is a way for his parents to be brought back. But for now, he just revives Chaozu. They can revive the others on Earth, along with the Namekians. Goku, Krillin and Bulma then say goodbye to all the Namekians, as they go on the gravity ship to head back to Earth. Vegeta accompanying them to the annoyance of Goku. However, he knows it is best he can keep his eye on Vegeta anyway. And that is where we're going to end off this part. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, then make sure to like, comment and please do subscribe. It is quick and easy to do. Also, I want to give a huge thank you to Yeti Myth, Neo Whitcomb, XRR and Frederick Frankenstein for becoming channel members. If you want to be shouted out at the end of a video and get other perks like the channel members here, then there is a link in the description down below to become a channel member. It greatly supports me and it helps me immensely. With all of that out of the way, Hope to see you all in the next episode of What If Goku Remembered the Saiyan?